It was perhaps the darkest moment in Kenya's history many would like to erase from their memory. The disputed 2007 presidential election, which threw the country into chaos. Kenya is now about 1 year away from a constitution referendum and 2.5 years from the 2012 general election. The International Commission of Jurists and the Nairobi NGOs network have proposed several measures to avoid a repeat of a similar situation.
Mimi Mwai Kibaki naapa kwamba.
In 2007, President Mwai Kibaki was sworn in on the evening of the 29th of December, just hours after the former ICJ chairman Samuel Kivitu had declared him the winner. The move effectively ensured the president had already assumed office, and any disputes as to his election could only be addressed while he was already in office. But ICJ proposes that the constitution should be changed to allow some transition period before the new president is sworn in.
We recommend very strongly that at least 1 month period of transition between the announcement of the presidential election and the swearing in and the inauguration ceremony, and this will allow for settlement of election disputes.
In the just concluded South Africa general election, there was a transition of slightly over 2 weeks. In the United States, it is about 2.5 months. In many countries, the transition period is usually given to allow for any petitions and challenges to the election victory. And to handle such situations, ICJ proposes the setting up of a special election court which should speedily handle the petitions. They also propose that election days should be stipulated in the law so that everybody plans around it. ICJ also proposes that Kenya breaks from the past where both presidential and parliamentary elections are held at the same time. According to ICJ, separating the presidential election would allow for more organized electioneering exercise. But legal experts caution that such an exercise would be too expensive for a country like Kenya. Aside from transition issues, it was also proposed that Kenyans should further interrogate the merits and demerits of the various proposed governance structures.
One of the problems with the current electoral system is it promotes the top dog. It promotes people with money, usually who are men, usually who are older, and usually who have a propensity to commit violence, and lock out others as a result of that violence.
The committee of experts has up to December to unveil their final draft constitution. Olivia Ketch, Citizen TV.